fans of high quality entertainment. Welcome to my 98th Beatles related video. And so what I'm hoping to do is do one more Beatles related video sometime this week. And then on May 26th, hopefully I will do an unboxing of my Sgt. Pepper box set if I get it on that day. Now this is an LA Times, it says here, pop music critic, Michael Wood, and he's talking about Sgt. Pepper. And so I thought I would just read it to you and add a few semi-humorous things to it. Now this is him talking, not me. Get my music critic face on. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is the Beatles' worst album. But let me save you the outrage you may think I'm looking to foment. Foment? I've never heard foment? Foment? I'll have to look that up in the dictionary. I'm not a music critic, so I don't know fancy words like that. I'm not saying it's a bad record. No, he's just saying it's the worst Beatles record. I'm merely pointing out that the most impactful rock band in history, besides Nickelback, made better ones. Some catchier, some weirder, some more energetic, all filled with songs I'd rather listen to today. Yet it's Sgt. Pepper, released 50 years ago next month and due for a lavish reissue on May 26th. I didn't even know that. That's consistently singled out as the Beatles' crowning achievement. That's true, along with Revolver, Abbey Road, The White Album. It's the group's only record in the National Recording Registry overseen by the Library of Congress, and Rolling Stone put it at #1 on its list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. And you can always trust Rolling Stone. Why? The answer has as much to do with context as with content. In June 1967, Sgt. Pepper embodied the hippie idealism of the Summer of Love, an era still regarded above all others by many of those in charge of establishing the Western cultural canon. The album also marked important moments in the evolution of psychedelic art and of progressive rock. Indeed, it helped cement the very idea of the LP as music's primary canvas. Sgt. Pepper came to at a crucial point for the Beatles, just after they'd retired from the road, and as they began to redefine the group as a uniquely ambitious recording project. I'll do another music critic voice. With its adventurous studio trickery and its half-baked concept about the fictional Lonely Hearts Club Band, the album captures that shift. And there's nothing history remembers more vividly than it does a pivot. But those achievements belong to the past. The valuable work Sgt. Pepper did in reflecting its time and broadening rock's scope has already been done, and roundly commended, to say the least. What we're left to reckon with a half-century later is the music itself. What it has to offer listeners, shaped by the album's advances as well as by all those that followed. This guy would be great at a party, wouldn't he? And this is where I tell you that Sgt. Pepper simply doesn't grab me the way the Beatles' other records do, even or especially after hundreds of listens over dozens of years. Some of that is down to taste, of course. You either find Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds painfully twee, or you don't. Within You Without You either feels 3 minutes too long or it doesn't. But for an album released only 3 years after the exhilarating A Hard Day's Night, Sgt. Pepper can seem remarkably sluggish, with the likes of Fixing a Hole and Lovely Rita. And given the truly radical stuff to come on 1968's White Album, A Day in the Life sounds almost quaint now. Is this guy an idiot or what? A criticism only insofar as the song is regularly identified as an unparalleled, I don't say that word very often, unparalleled head trip. Other styles the Beatles took up on Sgt. Pepper, they took up more convincingly elsewhere. Be it the scuzzy title track, Your Blues Rocks Harder, or the dreamy balladry of She's Leaving Home, For No One Is Prettier. Getting Better feels like a less intense version of Got to Get You Into My Life. Good Morning could be a dry run for Everybody's Got Something to Hide Except for Me, My Monkey. I hope somebody out there is laughing. Let's get serious. I'll end this seriously. Sure, the synthesis the Beatles struck on Sgt. Pepper is easy to admire. It collects more textures and attitudes than most bands ever touch. By trying to do a little bit of everything, though, the Beatles for the first and last time sacrificed doing a lot of anything. And that's a strange way to remember a group this powerful. Well, he's entitled to his opinion, but I disagree completely. Sgt. Pepper just might be the greatest album of all time. I don't know. Lately it's been for me Abbey Road. And before that, it was the White Album. But Sgt. Pepper has always been right up there too, and Revolver. I might seriously make a video soon, something to do with the Beatles' greatest album. I don't know what the topic idea will be, but we'll have some fun discussing the Beatles albums. And I also want to do a video, maybe this will be my next video on the Beatles, I'm not sure, just talking about what makes, for most music fans, the Beatles the best band of all time, or one of the greatest, depending on how you feel about that. Of course, songwriting is one of them, but I'm going to make a top 10 list of my own thoughts. And that's it, I'll shut up now. I'd love your thoughts on what the music critic Herman Klutzborg said in this. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Remember to check out my Patreon page. I just posted a new old video and song there. It's highly entertaining. Bye.